Ladies and gentlemen, in St. Louis, parents are saying, not sending my kid back to school. And they are doing things their way. Look, these folks are out here fighting over critical race theory and snatching books out of the library. You don't need to be part of that. If they want to bury their history and try to fake up some history that never happened, let them have at it. We don't care about that. But at the end of the day, this is your child, and you will teach them whatever the hell you want. Let them go off and do whatever. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love this story. So, Black parents are frustrated with public schools and their curriculums. And this year, they're not sending their kids back. They are going to educate those children at home themselves because they said this decision makes plenty of common sense. It's not like they have taught us anything worthwhile anyway. What have they taught us of any value in their schools that you are using to this very day? Man, get out of here. Taught us garbage from K through 12. Horrible teachers. Y'all so bad at teaching, you should be banned from teaching as far as I'm concerned. So, the rate of Black families dropping out of traditional learning for homeschooling in 2020 was 5 times that of any other racial group in the country. This is according to the U.S. Census Bureau survey. St. Louis Public Radio, new podcast, Doing It Our Way, explores why Black families in St. Louis region are choosing homeschooling and they are managing to do it and what their kids think about it. I'm sure they're doing great. They're not dealing with Karen in the classroom and the racist kids that the CRT parents don't want their kids to learn. Those kids are coming and being racist in the classroom. You don't have to deal with that no more. And if those are the things these people are going to do, you don't need to be around them anyway. That's the way I see it. The hell with you. So, virtual class was in chaos. And one parent said her teacher struggled daily to hold the attention of the class when they were learning virtually. Many parents in 2020 watched what was happening in the kids' classroom and they didn't like it. They didn't like it. They did not like the way the teacher was speaking to the kids. They did not like how disorganized many of the teachers were. But see, this is Karen. See, Karen is going to make sure she keeps your kids behind. She's not going to teach them what they really should know. And why should she be organized for a bunch of Black children? So, in a way, that virtual learning was good because it did give the parents a complete insight to what happens when they're not around, you know. And y'all saw some of what many of these teachers were doing. Remember the one that was trying to talk bad about George Floyd, and the parent stepped in and told the teacher off and got her child off of the virtual class? I remember that. I did that video. So one parent said, she got tired of her son's teacher ignoring him. Once she witnessed the teacher ignore her son for 15 minutes while he raised his hand high in the air. This is during virtual learning. See, this is why Karen can never be a sufficient teacher for your child. Period. I mean, shoot, they ignore you on jobs too. They at least try to. It's not worth it. If you can work from home or you can school from home, you choose those things over being in the presence of these folks in the office. Your life will be so much easier when you're not around them and looking at them every day and them pulling racist stunts or complaining about the way your child's hair look and what you got on and what you didn't, and then trying to sabotage you. You don't have to be around none of that. See, that's why many of them want to return back to school and work, because they didn't get to do that when they're working out of their houses. Our people became happy, they became miserable. So one parent, after being dissatisfied with the teacher, thought about enrolling her kids in a new school, but worried it would just occur the same way again. The teacher would just continue to ignore their child. So they started looking into other options and suggested homeschooling to someone. Someone suggested homeschooling to them. And that was it. The child never went back to any school from that point on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to see this happening. It is long overdue. We have been talking forever about homeschooling Black children and getting them out of these racist environments of indoctrination, because that's all it is. And so they can experience what real learning is. And you can teach the kind of curriculum that you want them to have. There ain't going to be anybody protesting the history that you're teaching, because you can teach that your way. They're not going to be around to do or say a thing. And that's the way it should be. And if they want to exclude the history from their kids, who the hell cares? Who cares? So another parent described feeling otherness common among Black people in predominantly white spaces. Reading some books was really hard, being the only African American in class, and everybody is looking at you, and every time the N word is spoken in the literature. Well, that shouldn't be in school. Again, your child don't have to sit and endure that anymore. So, this story is exclusively about St. Louis, but this is actually growing and spreading rapidly across America. The parents that feel comfortable doing it or feel like this is really the only option for their child, they are just saying, look, my child's not returning this school year. I'll take care of their education. And, you still going to always have that segment that want their kids out of the house and push them back into public school, no matter how much they are struggling or how bad it is for the child. They're going to still just send their child. We know we got diehard people like that among our group, but it's not much we can do about that. That's their child, and they can do whatever they want. But those of you that are opting to educate your own child, I think that's a beautiful thing. I really do. But y'all, please tell me what you think about what these parents are doing in St. Louis. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.